It's time to get on the ball. Yes, it's time to embrace the power of focus and remove all other options. Hey there, I'm Tiffany of Clarity, Confidence, Courage. I'm a women's life coach that helps heart-centered, empathic women rebuild, redefine, and create lives they love after going through a divorce. Now today I want to talk about why after going through a difficult divorce, it is so important to, of course, give yourself time to heal, but then it's important to get an understanding of your goals so that you can actually go after them, and why you need to harness the power of focus and take away all other options. If you were waiting for a sign to get going with your goals, this is it. Now is the time. Now is no better time than now to get on the ball when it comes to building a life that you love and going after your goals relentlessly, like it is your last breath. I'm telling you, it must be done. Now, before I jump into how you can do that and how you can fully embrace this concept of focus, take all other options off the table, I want to ask for you to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. I want other women just like you who have gotten out of divorce, who are ready to go for their dreams, to really get the motivation and the step-by-step instruction that they need on how to move forward in their life. All right, let's jump into this content. So when it comes to creating a life that you love, you have to get really, really clear on your goals. So the first step that you want to do when it comes to embracing focus and taking away all other options is get crystal clear on what it is that you want. What are your desires? What are the goals of your life? Sit down and write them out. You know, now that you've gotten a divorce, you want to start living a life that you truly love. You have probably more time. You no longer have someone who is burdening you and hurting you or abusing you or whatever it may be. You have the time now to take your attention away from the marriage and divorce and everything that you went to and put it towards building a life that you truly love, that you're in control of. So sit down and write out what your goals are. Clarity is queen. And if you want to build your life, if you want to be in a different position in life next year this time or in the next couple months, you have to understand what your goals are. What do you want to do? What do you want to do in 5 years? What do you want to do in 2 years? What do you want to do next year? Do you want to travel more? Do you want to write a book? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to switch career paths and go back to school maybe? Whatever it is, get down and get really crystal clear on what it is. Sit down, write it out, write down your goals for the next month, the next 2 months, the next 6 months, the next 3 years, the next 5 years. I always like to start with the end in mind. I always like to start off, where do you want to be in the next 5 years? I think that's a good starting place because then you can kind of work backwards. Okay, in 5 years, I see myself doing XYZ. Now I have to backwards engineer and figure out how to get there. So I would say sit down, think about where you want to be in 5 years or where you see yourself in 5 years. And that way you can go backwards and start writing out the steps in order to move you forward. The next step is to identify and eliminate anything or anyone that is distracting you. When it comes to going after your goals, like your life depends on it, and taking away all other options, you literally have to physically take away options. So for example, if you are trying to get on a fitness journey, if you're trying to get in shape, whatever it may be, and you feel like, you know, when it comes to nutrition, you have cookies and chips and cake and all these things in your cupboard that are not healthy for you, guess what? You need to get them out of here. You need to get rid of them. Give them to a shelter. Give them to your friends. Give food away. Take it out of your focus, because if you're trying to get on a healthy eating regimen, the only options that you should have are foods that fit into that healthy eating regimen. If you're trying to build a business, you need to get on a schedule and you need to have a dedicated workspace so you can work on your business every single day or several times a week, whatever your schedule allows. But if you don't have that, if you haven't created that workspace, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to do it. So you need to eliminate the excuses of why you can't create a workspace in your home to get the work done that you need to do for your business. If you have other things going on, volunteer work or something else that is keeping you from your main objective, then you may need to cut back on giving your time to other things that are not in alignment with what it is you're trying to achieve in this period of time. Again, I'm not saying you have to take your life and dump it in the trash, but what I'm saying is take all those other options and distractions off the table. You need to get crystal clear on what it is you want and get honed in and focused on, I am doing this, and by next year, my life will look like this. Yes, it is that type of dedication and tenacity towards your goals that you need to have. So the second step is eliminate all distractions, all options, anything that is going to take your mind off the focus of your goal. Number 3, embrace commitment. Be committed to the routines, the habits, every step that you need to take to get you to that goal. You've gotten clear, you've written down the goal, you've gotten clarity, you've eliminated distractions. Now you have to commit. Commitment is a full-on body, physical decision that you make to fully commit to something. And when I say fully commit, I mean you want to suspend any temporary pleasures in order to get to where you want to be. Now, again, I'm not saying that you have to throw your entire life in the trash. You're never going to go outside again. I'm not saying that. But what I'm trying to say is you need to be married. You need to be married to the end result of your goal. I am going to make this amount of money next year. These are the steps it's going to take. This is what I'm going to do every single day to get there because I am so deeply committed. I live and breathe in my certainty that this is going to happen. So you have to fully commit to your goal. So yes, that does mean sometimes you may have to turn off social media or not watch TV for a week, or you may have to tell your friends that you can't go out with them on a certain day of the weekend. You may have to, cut away some of the activities that you were doing before that just weren't getting you closer to your goal. Be fully committed. Don't just say the words. I want you to think the thoughts. I want you to do the things. I want you to create the habits, the workspace, everything that you need. You need to be committed to it. And when someone tries to divert you off the path, your commitment needs to be so strong that you say, you know what? I would love to do that, but I already have a prior commitment. Your goals, that's your commitment. Next, if you're anything like me, seek support. Don't try to go at a big goal alone. If you need to be a part of a group to encourage you, whether that's an online group that's doing the same thing you are, like a business group if you're trying to create a business, or if you need a coach, yes, you may have to invest in your goals and your dreams. So you may have to pay someone, a coach, to help get you there, especially if they've done something that you've never done before. They can coach you through it. Trust me, I've spent tons of money on coaches and it was well worth the investment because I invested in myself and it produced a lot of great results. So if you have to get the support that you need, whether it's a group support, coaching support, online, in person, there are so many different ways to get the support that you need. If you feel like you need to go back to school and learn a new skill, if you feel like you need to take a class, in my description below, I have a link to my affiliate link to Skillshare. They have so many different videos and classes that you can take online. Whatever you need to do, try it out, give it a go. But the bottom line is there are so many ways to get the support that you need to help keep you committed and focused on your goals. Again, eliminate all other options. This is your time. You got out of a bad relationship, a bad marriage. Now you're rebuilding your life. Give it all you've got because now is the time. Be disciplined, be focused, and go after your goals and get the support that you need along the way. Lastly, stop thinking about the what ifs. Stop thinking about the what if this does not work, or what if these people don't agree with me, or what if I get criticism? Guess what? That will happen anyway. There will always be people who will criticize you. There will always be people who disagree with you. There will always be people who may not believe that you can do it. You have to eliminate the what ifs, those limiting beliefs in your brain that say, well, what if it's not going to happen? And what if this doesn't work? Or what if people don't like it? Or what if blah, blah, blah. If I had did all that years ago, I would have never accomplished some of the things that I have accomplished. I would have never gotten 2 degrees. I would have never been an award-winning figure level competitor. I would have never gotten out of that dangerous relationship, that marriage that I was in. I would have never recreated my life over and over and over again and built an amazing business. Let me tell you something. Get rid of the what ifs. That is another option you need to take off the table when it comes to achieving your goals. The reason I'm so passionate about this is because you have now to create a life that you absolutely love. without the fear and worry that you had when you were in that marriage. So why not go for it? So that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video today, really focusing on how to harness the power of focus, being disciplined, persevering, pushing yourself through, and tapping into that unleashed, unmatched potential that I know is inside of you. And the only way to make it happen is to get really crystal clear on your goals, eliminate those distractions, take all other options off the table, make sure that you are getting the support that you need, and getting really honed in to achieving what it is you want so that you can have a life that you absolutely love. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you share, like, and subscribe. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, I have my other link in the description. It's my tip jar for anyone who wants to donate to help Clarity, Confidence, Courage grow and be an amazing and powerful beacon to all women who have gone through a divorce and are trying to rebuild their lives. As always, this is Tiffany. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.